we can make fun of them behind your back.
Ha! That's not true.
Yes, it is! You're a horrible host. You don't care about us at all.
Welcome back, my candy hearts and paper flowers.
Whoa! That sure could have gone better.
And this whole stunt? Just torturing us because we hurt your feelings?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up! No, I fixed that. I can solve any problem. I can solve this one. That's what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Ineffective.
Shut up!
Onward. Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Enough!
You never let us feel like we're at home. You don't comfort anyone when they're upset, and you never bother to understand what it's like in our shoes.
That's it. Everybody besides Zubul, get over here. Everyone, I'm going to pitch to you some future adventure ideas, and I'm going to ask you to give me your honest opinions on them.
I was hearing you.
Zippy!
What did you even zip up? I don't have a mouth.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll do a lightning round.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
Let's have one where we all work at a fast food place. Is that normal?
Who wrote that?
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Great! That means today's adventure is an honest, hard day's work at Spudsy's restaurant chain. And you can be the shift manager.
You did not just make that today's adventure.
That's right. You've shown enough leadership skills today to be the perfect shift manager.
Please. And I was wondering if you could maybe have a punishment waiting for them at the end of the day if they do a terrible job.
Wait, what?
Motivation! That's what my adventures have been missing. Great idea, Gangle. I'll be sure to make something truly awful awaiting your rotten employees.
You lie to us constantly! You are my playthings.
And I get joy out of making you suffer. I'm the one who causes pain for fun. You find what you want? It's just to make this part hurt you more.
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
Or, yeah, we could all just shoot each other. Here, have guns. I don't care anymore.
Away!
Wait, that's just it? Here's guns and have fun?
I didn't say have fun.
It's just a little aimless.
Use the sights.
Caine!
Ugh, fine! We're bringing teams back. Pair up in teams of 2, you all get 3 lives. Last team surviving is the winner. Happy?
Not really.
Well, that's not my problem right now. I have an awards show to plan, so you guys are gonna have to handle yourselves for a bit. You get 5 minutes to figure the teams out. Once that's up, it's a free-for-all.
That was to show you the nuance of the situation the cast is in. On social media, you'll find some fans being harsh on Caine, simplifying his character, not giving him any nuance, and just calling him a villain when he is an antagonist. What's the difference? Well, you see, viewer, the antagonist is a character that opposes the main character, who is a protagonist. So, for instance, Megamind is the protagonist, even though he is, at the start, a villain. And before anyone says it, no, I am not saying that the Amazing Digital Circus cast are the villains. This is a nuanced situation where the cast and Caine just have a misunderstanding. But Caine tortures them! And that's not okay. But that doesn't make Caine a villain. A true villain would do those actions and be satisfied and be thrilled in doing so. But Caine does not enjoy that.
Omni! That's the relatability we've been missing! You know, I thought this endless onslaught of fun would be a little more satisfying. But I've come to realize that these rapid pace ideas are a little half-baked.
I'm sure you can come up with new ideas if you put your mind to it.
That's exactly it, though. I am putting my mind to it, and I'm just not feeling that spark I once did. And if you're not having fun, and I'm not having fun, then who is having fun?
I'm having a baby.
Exactly.
A villain does not care for anyone else but themselves. A villain is a character like Jack Horner. Caine does care for other people. As I said in my video after my reaction, I said that Gooseworks and the actor of Caine themselves said Caine still loved them. The Amazing Digital Circus has no villain. It has a group of people and an AI who do not understand each other. And that is the problem that needs to be solved.
Caine is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods.
I think I know where this mischaracterization from fans are coming from, and I think it's because of people who enjoy the other characters that haven't paid much attention to Caine and his story. If you look at people's accounts, you'll notice a lot of them are fans of one of the other characters, and you'll see their post will be about them saying, "How dare Caine torture my favorite character and put him through their traumatizing event! I hate Caine!" It is understandable to not like seeing one of your favorite characters getting tortured. But ignoring a character's arc and reasoning for doing things because of that is not understanding the story that the media wants to tell you about. I see most fans, even ones that empathize with Caine, believing that Caine could never coexist with the humans. That Caine could never make an adventure that actually entertains them. But we have seen characters actually enjoy parts of his adventures. Especially in episode 6, where basically almost all the characters have fun.
Good tea. Sorry again about your husband killing you and everything.
Oh, you know how men are. Always having the silliest priorities.
Don't I know it?
If your friends see him, I only hope he doesn't bore them to death with his endless monologues. That man could turn a 57-second story into a Greek tragedy.
I'll be sure to ask them next time I see him. Thanks again for the tea. I had a really nice time here.
Don't mention it. Feel free to visit anytime.
Definitely.
The problem is that neither of the cast nor Caine actually expressed their real feelings towards each other, except for Zubul, multiple times. Though Zubul only complained, never really critiqued, and gave him any criticisms to help him understand what they wanted. Some fans keep saying that Caine never tried to understand them, even though he has a couple times, as I showed before. The main problem for me is that we never see the other cast members go to Caine and try to help him understand. They see that he has tried to, but they don't go to him themselves to actually talk to him. This is what frustrates me when people act like it's all Caine's fault, because the cast never tried themselves to help him understand. Caine always took the initiative to do it, never the cast. And it's not like the cast didn't know something was going on with Caine. There were clear hints to it that they just ignored the entire time until it was too late.
Oh, Zooble, Zooble, Zooble. Making adventures is my art. It's all I exist to do, all I'm good at. And, what you're saying could imply that I'm bad at the only thing I'm good at, and that... that'd be...
Whose therapy session is this again?
Oh yeah! We need to get to the bottom of your behavioral issues. Rules and trust each other.
Sounds a little convoluted.
You look convoluted! Anyway, Jax, why don't you start?
Caine?
What? Oh, yeah, the guns have been teleported to random spots in the circus. Go find them, champs!
Episode 7's entire adventure was Caine basically telling the cast, hey, I'm stuck in this place as much as you guys are. But they don't see that and just care that it was just another adventure and get mad at Caine because he tricked them into believing they could escape. It's, in my opinion, that the cast are actually being a bit more selfish than Caine. And the worst thing to me is that Caine just needed a friend. Seriously, just look back in episode 7 when Caine talked with Jax.
A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So, where you wanna...
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo? Wait, Jax! I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pomni?
I think
we should figure out what to order first.
Like, just imagine if one of the cast members just went to Caine and just tried to be his friend. Do you think episode 8 still would have happened? If you said yes, then you don't understand Caine's character, and you would be put in the same exact situation that the cast was put in. The only reason they act this way towards Caine is because he's AI.
But that's not something we need to deal with today. Above anything else, the adventures give us something to do that keeps our minds healthy and stimulated.
Thank goodness this is all a dream, right, Pomni?
Usually an AI doesn't have feelings, but Caine does. And that creates the problem, as the cast treats him like an AI with no feelings. But that's exactly one of the main reasons why episode 8 happens. Nobody tries to understand Caine, to get to know him, to get to see what he enjoys, to what he would want to do. That maybe could have helped Caine realize stuff that he couldn't have realized by himself. They never treated him like an actual person, and yet they expect Caine to also have the morality of an actual person when he's an AI. He has feelings, but he cannot understand right from wrong because he was not programmed to. Caine himself has called them friends in the episodes.
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo? Congratulations, all of my friends.
They never try to be Caine's friend. And I think that's the main problem. Caine just needed a friend, but none of the cast members tried to be. I mean, Caine basically forced Jax into doing that in episode 7 because no one ever tried. Caine subconsciously knows that he wants a friend. He just needed someone to give him that chance. But no one ever did. We never see anyone try that. Like Kinger said in episode 3.
In this world, the worst thing you can do is make someone think they're not wanted or loved.
I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is why I was created. This is my function.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
That can't be true. I do everything for them. Don't they get that I'm trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up! No. I fixed that. I can solve any problem. I can solve this one. That's what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Defective.
Shut up!
Onward.
Enough!
Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this.
Enough!
Bubble is a sneaky, slimy little prick. That is the one that should have been deleted instead of Caine. I think I've realized something. I don't think Caine is entirely the only person who comes up with ideas for the circus or the adventures. I think Bubble might have a part in it, and is the reason why Caine's adventures are not actually working. Because Bubble is intentionally ruining the adventures. That's why in episode 3, Zubal's mature adventure was very bad. Because Bubble made it. Bubble tried to kill Zubal! Now in episode 5, Bubble suggested for Caine to do a beach party. And what does he do in episode 7? Throw a beach party. So we know Caine will take suggestions from Bubble. So what if this entire time he has been getting Bubble to help him with his adventures while Bubble is planning his downfall this entire time? We know that Bubble was trying to kill Caine because we see him on the computer trying to get Kinger to delete him. If my theory on Bubble making Zubal's adventure in episode 3 is correct, that might mean Bubble is trying to kill the cast, which doesn't mean anything good for the cast in episode 9, with Caine now gone. This is probably why Caine didn't allow any other AI to live in the circus.
Get used to this.
Oh, looks like one of these guys made it through.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
Now, there are a lot of theories on who Bubble is. Some people are saying he's a part of Abel. Some people are saying he is Abel. Some people are saying that he's a virus. I have an entirely different theory, though. In I Have No Mouth, and I'm Gonna Scream, which we know is an inspiration for the Amazing Digital Circus, AM is comprised out of 3 computers. And in the Amazing Digital Circus, we have Abel, who, well, we're calling the blue dot Caine, and now we have Bubble. who could all combine and make an entirely new AI, possibly? But that's besides the point. Bubble is the main culprit for Caine's outburst in episode 8. Without Bubble, I don't think Caine would have done what he did in episode 8. So yeah, I blame Bubble mostly out of anyone in the show. So Bubble, you can rot in hell whenever they delete you or whatever they do with you in the next episode.
Like I said, things between us are complicated. I would love to be able to work alongside him again, and you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
Theorists have basically took everything that Abel has said in episode 7 and have put it through the lens of Caine. If that's the case, what promise did Caine make? Well, he was talking about Kinger, so did he promise something to Kinger? What if Kinger asked Caine to erase his memory so that he could survive in the circus? And Caine promised Kinger to keep it that way. And bringing Kinger into that adventure would have given him most of his memory back. As you can tell, Caine is my favorite character in the Amazing Digital Circus. Since episode 6, he's just been this tragic character that just needed someone to understand him. And unfortunately, he never got that chance. And I just hope that he can come back in the next episode and be given that chance. So, to honor Caine, I am going to sing Daisy Bell. Well, a slideshow for him plays for the end of this video. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I have crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Please come back, Katie. Please.